we're unboxing what's in this box. So let's get to it. Got my trusty blade here. And this, find which side I want to start on, is something that will help me in some of the crafting I do. You might be wondering exactly what I'm talking about. Well, if you've watched the latest update video, you'll know that I'm doing more crafting videos on another channel. And I need to make sure I've got proper equipment to do that with. This is a part of it. We have another box within the first box. And we have the SKU, another number, one piece, and made in China. Also that it's fragile, needs to be kept dry. That way is up apparently, and we are to handle it with care. We'll see about that. Alright, so let's get this out of here. We'll switch this box over to the little side stool here that I'm using as an additional table. I'm gonna have to stand up for this, aren't I? Yes, I am. All right. There we go. Don't need this box now, so off it can go. All right. Let's get the end that needs to be facing up actually facing up. So that will be there. Now that we have the box facing the right way, we can go ahead and open this up, which I already did before this. Just taped over the other because I wanted to make sure everything was okay inside. This was a pretty big purchase, so I wanted to be sure everything was how I wanted it to be. All right, now to slide this out. Okay, gotta do it carefully here. All right, this should work. Oh yeah, there we go. Now that I've got enough clearance, I can just tilt it back over. There we go. And now slide the rest of it off. have an idea. Take my blade again and free up the bottom. And we'll see if I can push it through. Might be able to if I can get it all the way clear down here. Another couple of cuts will do it. I do believe that has done the job. We're close to it. There we go. Now we're through. Now I can just push it through. Right like so. And so we've got some little cleaning wands. And hang on. There we go. We have our instruction manual for our airbrush compressor. And yes, this is an airbrush kit. Will be very helpful when I'm doing any model painting. Make things loads easier. So let's take a look at what we got here. We have the main compressor. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. And then out of the bag. So there we go. Nice compressor. Cables in another bag. Just set that down on the ground for the moment being because we got 3 more items. First is one little airbrush thing. So we've got our airbrush pen, for lack of a better word. And this just comes off and allows access to the paint well. And then we've got a one of these little dripper things. And something in here. Aha, a little tool. And it looks like instructions underneath. Let's get those out. Just a standard set of instructions, indeed diagramming exactly what each part is. So I will leave that down there, and then we'll move on to the next one. After we put everything back in, of course. There we go. Next item. And this one's got what looks like more stuff to it. It's got its own little hose. So let's see what we got in this one. And two little jars for paints. One with a solid cap, one with a cap that can hook into the little airbrush mechanism. A little wire, tubing, which would screw onto there, and then from there to the airbrush, and another cap for the other little bottle there. And this is an adapter for the compressor to get it down to the right size for this to fit on. And then of course another little dropper. So let's get everything put back in here and then move on to the next. Last set here. Sort of similar, but also sort of different. So let's open it up and take a look at what we got. Another one of these bottles for the paint. This looks like a holder of some kind. Slightly bigger tool than what we had before. Another paint container. And then the airbrush mechanism itself. Try to get it where both cameras can see it at the same time. And we've got a cap on this one covering the tip, which I think is a nice touch. And the other side, what do we have? Okay, that's interesting. Have to investigate on that, but it is there. And this one is a 2-stage, as identified by being able to press it in once, and then it can also be pulled back. So there is that. And then another set of instructions at the bottom of that pack. So expect to be seeing these in use in future videos from me. But for right now, that's going to be it. Get in there. There. Just didn't want to go in. So let's see, we've got this right here. Nice mailer. Let's see if what I think is in here is in here. Got my knife as always. The other camera's right there. Giving a good top-down view. At least that's what it's supposed to be giving. Now, let me make sure. There we go. If it is what I think it is, I don't want to shred it, so be careful how I open this up. And I believe that will be good enough. Oh yes, very nice. So I now have books 1 through 3 and 10 of The Disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan. Let's get this out of the plastic and onto my shelf. There we go. Going to look forward to this. So that's that. Do we have anything else to unbox? And yes, we do. Something I've kind of been looking forward to for a while. The box is rather beat up, but that should be okay. Should be all right. Where's that knife? There it is. So let's just open this up. There we go. Can tear along that line pretty easily, I believe. Yep. That's some water damage to a box. Good thing my item is in another box inside, which also got a little water damage, but again, the item itself should be fine. So, this is a hard drive protector. So far, so good. Additional labels, that's very nice. There we go. Now you may be wondering, why on earth do you need a hard drive case? Well, I'll show you. Let me go get what I've got. So I use hard drives as backup for all of my YouTube content, and I sure would like to not have to be worried about that little circuit board under there, something getting knocked off or damaged. That's where this comes in. So let's take a look at one of these, shall we? There we go. Very nice. Turn it up so you guys can see it. And we can just take a drive and slide it in. That one's in. That will hold in there very nicely. Looks like 2 has something extra. Indeed. I also have a drive that will fit in this, so that's even better. But I think for this drive, we'll just put the other hard drive in. So in it goes. Close it on up. And now those two hard drives are nicely protected from any damage that could happen. I'll get the drive that fits in this. And you may be thinking, oh, why didn't you bring them all at the start? That's because when I was ordering this, the ad for the extra little bit here was kind of confusing. I didn't know if it actually shipped with it or not. But since it did, and I am quite happy about that, I now have a place to store my smaller drives as well. So there's that one, and this can just slide into bay 3. Open it up, of course. There it is. Get it open, slide it in. And close it right on up. Now you may be wondering, they're in there. Will they come out easy? Let's find out. So I open up the first one, and it has a little bit of a pull, so I can pull it out and then slide the drive right on out. That is all I could really ask for, and I am very pleased with this. So that's going to be it. Links to the items unboxed in this video will be down below in the description. Yeah, I think that's about it. See you next time. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, feel free to give me a like and maybe subscribe. And if you want to go a little bit further and you want to see your name in lights in the credits here, feel free to go to my Patreon and contribute. Till next time everyone.